In this video, we're going to be discussing possibly some of the best information on Social Security that we've seen in a very long time. Let's get into it and discuss all the details. But really quickly, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as I'm back for you each and every day bringing you all the latest updates, just like this one, as well as talking through other very important topics that you certainly need to know right now, as information is changing very, very rapidly. So again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. Subscribe down below, and let's get into this right away. Actually, one quick note. I would say continue watching this video simply because it gets better the further that we get into the video. All right, I promise that's enough out of me. Let's get into this and talk about the actual content. So, Congressman John Larson is going to be introducing this week Social Security 2100, a sacred trust. That's the name of it. So, Representative John Larson continued on in a statement and said, although Social Security announced a 5.9% cost of living adjustment last week, Congress has not improved Social Security benefits in over 50 years. Over 5 million seniors are currently living in poverty, and Social Security benefits are not enough. Sounds pretty good, right? Well, it actually gets a little bit better. He continued on in a separate statement and said, Congress has failed seniors and Social Security benefits need to be enhanced. Wow, that's pretty good, right? Well, guess what? It gets even better. Now, here's the thing. You might be wondering, okay, this sounds pretty good, right? Sounds kind of promising. Sounds like they want to raise benefits. Well, that's what I'm hearing also. In fact, we're going to hear more about that here in just a second. So here's the thing. This Social Security 2100 is going to be introduced this week by Congressman John Larson. So this is going to be going down like this week. I did not see a specific day as to when this is going to be introduced in Congress, but this is actually really, really good stuff right here, right? All right, this is exciting. Let's continue on, because you're probably wondering what is actually in this Social Security 2100. Let me just tell you this much. This next point I'm going to tell you, it doesn't sound all that exciting, but trust me, right after that, it actually gets quite a bit better. All right, so let's get into this a little further. One of the key points out of this Social Security 2100, a sacred trust. Sorry, I almost said that wrong. A sacred trust. That's what it's called. Social Security 2100, a sacred trust. That's what they're calling it. Anyway, one of the provisions in there is to increase benefits by 2%, the average benefit by 2%. Now, I get it. It's not very exciting, but trust me, it's going to get better here in just a minute. Now, here's the thing I just want to point out, too. They're saying the average benefit by 2%. Now, remember, we've mentioned this a couple times over the last few days here. In fact, over probably about the last week or so. So, the average benefit as of right now, remember, the average retirement benefit is about $1,550 as of right now. The average disability benefit is just under $1,300. So remember, those are the average benefits that they're actually reporting right now. So this potential 2% raise would be on the average benefit. So if you have a lower benefit, it would be a different number, right? So I hope that makes sense. So anyway, that is point number one. Next, they want to calculate the cost of living adjustment in a different way to better reflect the expenses of Social Security beneficiaries. Because here's the thing, we all recognize a lot of Social Security beneficiaries have different expenses than just everyday Joe walking around the streets, right? So just the average Joe walking around out there has different expenses than Social Security beneficiaries. So they actually want to adjust the way in which the cost of living adjustment is actually calculated to better reflect the expenses of actual Social Security beneficiaries, right? Which would actually result in a higher COLA raise on an average year, right? Good stuff, right? All right, so let's keep going because it gets a little bit better now. All right, so This Social Security 2100 continues on, and basically what they're saying is they want to increase benefits so that the minimum benefit is 25% above the poverty line. So yes, basically they went on in their statements and said that there's way too many people living in poverty right now. Nobody should have to retire into poverty during this time. Therefore, they want to raise the minimum benefit to 25% above the poverty line. That's pretty exciting, right? I mean, that's pivotal right there. I mean, that's amazing. Let me tell you this much. as of right now, the federal poverty line is $12,880. Well, 125% of that is $16,100. That's on an annualized basis, by the way. It'd be nice if that were monthly, right? 16 grand a month. Could you imagine? Whoa, that'd be pretty cool. Sweet. Seriously. I mean, that'd be amazing. That'd be life-changing. Seriously, that'd be absolutely life-changing. But anyway, sorry, that's on an annualized basis. So anyway, to break that down on a monthly basis, it comes out to $1,341 on a monthly basis for these beneficiaries. So again, as you can see, that's amazing. And they also want to tie this to actual wages so that they don't get caught behind like they've done for so many years now with Social Security benefits, right? So they actually want to tie all of this to wages so that everything continues to adjust each and every year, so everything is keeping pace with each other, right? Rather than Social Security falling behind like it has been for so many years now. Well, decades, I should say. It's been behind for decades and decades, right? So, wow, this is actually pretty good stuff. Now, here's the thing. There's actually quite a bit more in this Social Security 2100, a sacred trust. There's a lot more in this. However, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I just came across this like 5 minutes before I started filming this video. I did a bunch of research on it. I read about it multiple different times. I did as much research on it as I could within the time allowance that I had. To be honest with you, I'm filming this video at about 8:15 p.m. Central Time, and I plan on putting this video up at 9 p.m. Central Time, so in like 45 minutes. So here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to have my wife come back tomorrow morning, and she's going to read this article to you, the exact article in which I got this information from. It has a lot of good stuff in there. So I wanted to bring this information to you because I thought, this is good stuff. It just hit the wire. This information just came out. I wanted to bring it to you right here and pull out some of the key takeaways out of this. However, there's a lot more really good stuff in here. So what I'm going to do is tomorrow morning, my first video right away in the morning is going to be my wife and I. She's going to come in and do some reading for me. She's going to read this article to you, exactly where I got this information from, so that you can see it, right? Right out of the horse's mouth, as the saying goes, right? Yeah, so the article will be read to you tomorrow morning, but this is actually really good stuff. So if you want to see the rest of it, make sure to watch that video in the morning. But these are some of the really good takeaways, but trust me, there's a lot more in this. Seriously, this would be absolutely amazing for Social Security beneficiaries. So, as I've always said to you, my dedication is to bring you the latest updates as they're hitting. Of course, I actually do have a different update talking about stimulus, but I thought, you know what? This is actually far more important right now than stimulus, simply because this is actually something that would impact many, many people, like millions upon millions of people, for a very long period of time, like indefinitely, forever, right? Versus stimulus that we all know is just kind of like a one-off situation, right? So anyway, this is really big stuff right here. So this is actually really encouraging. This is really exciting. And like I said, Congressman John Larson will be introducing this week in Congress. So we got to continue watching that very closely, but this is awesome. John Larson is a huge advocate for Social Security expansion and helping out everybody that receives these benefits. In fact, he's been the person who's been introducing this multiple times and kind of sticking up for Social Security beneficiaries for a very long time now. So, wow, good stuff right here, right? So anyway, I just came across this. So this was actually just released a short time ago today, and I wanted to come back for you really quickly, record this video, let you know what's actually going on with this, and then tomorrow morning we will come back with that full article and all of the information in there, laid all out what is included in this Social Security 2100, a sacred act. By the way, I keep saying that because that's what they're calling it in this article. So I'm just, following the name that they're calling it. So anyway, hope that helps you out. Again, make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video. Share this video with your friends, family, and social media, especially if these people are receiving Social Security benefits, because this could potentially impact tens of millions of beneficiaries. I mean, literally tens of millions, like 55, 60 million beneficiaries. Yeah, that's a lot of people, right? So good stuff right here. So anyway, make sure to subscribe down below and make sure to watch for that video right away tomorrow morning. It'll be up at 9:30 Central Time. That's when I upload my very first video. So I'll be back at it bright and early tomorrow morning, as I always am, bringing you this information, and we'll break it all down. But between now and then, please leave your comments or questions down below. I'll do my best to read through as many comments as I can to see if there's any additional questions or anything like that that I need to address in tomorrow morning's video. But either way, stay tuned for that one. Subscribe down below so you don't miss any videos going forward, as we've got a lot of things going on, especially any further updates on this announcement out of Congress this week after John Larson introduces it. Amazing, right? So anyway, have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this. I really do appreciate it. I'll catch you again in the morning, and I hope this gives you a little bit of hope with everything going on right now. When I came across this, I thought, wow, this is really cool, right? Seriously, this is exactly what everybody's been calling for right now. More benefits, improved benefits. We all know that Social Security is way behind with everything going on right now, as so many people are, having a really hard time right now. The benefits simply are not enough. I don't know how else to say it. They're just not enough right now. So anyway, have a good night. I'll catch you again in the morning. Hope this helps you, and I'll see you again soon.